welcome back to Cruising as Crew. My name is Lucy, and today we are going to be talking about all of the restaurants that are on board Virgin Voyages, the Valiant Lady and the Scarlet Lady. So for all of you who have got a voyage planned with Virgin Voyages, I am here to help you out when it comes to the restaurants. So you're going to have the opportunity to go to some of the most amazing restaurants ever. Like, legit, they're incredible. But there is nothing worse than going to a restaurant which you know is amazing and feeling like you have ordered the wrong thing. So in this video, I'm going to give you some recommendations on what I believe are the best things to order, because having worked for Virgin Voyages since 2020, I've heard all the feedback that one can hear. From sailors, from crew who have attended the restaurants, from people who actually work in the restaurants. So we're going to go through what to order, and if there's anything I feel that is widely unpopular, then I will also tell you that as well, and then it's completely up to you whether you want to give that a go when you come on board. Now obviously this is not me telling you that you can't order anything. If I say something isn't that popular but you get here and you want to order it, but I'm just giving you this information in hopes that it will help you have the best experience at each one of these restaurants on board. The first restaurant I want to talk about is definitely the most elevated restaurant on board, and that is the Wake. So it has a very sophisticated, regal vibe. So it is definitely the best restaurant to make an entrance in. So if you're going to make an effort and dress up for any one of the restaurants on board, it should definitely be the Wake. Not because you need to, you can absolutely go really casual to all of the restaurants on board. However, I do think that you would feel a little bit out of place if you went to the Wake in like board shorts and a t-shirt, because it does have that sorry, it does have that like more elevated vibe. The restaurant is called the Wake because it is at the back of the ship, which means it looks out onto the trail of water that the ship leaves behind, which is called the Wake, and it is a seafood and steakhouse. So that is what they primarily do. However, like all the restaurants on board, they do offer vegetarian options and so on. I order corn custard for the starter. It is, oh my god, it is just the most delicious thing. It sounds very strange, corn custard, but you'll just have to trust me on this, that it is absolutely delicious, full of flavour, very rich, just absolutely delightful, not too heavy as well, which I always like. If you are a meat eater, for a starter, I would absolutely recommend the clam chowder. I am yet to hear a bad review about the clam chowder. It is well, people just say it's incredible. The reason I haven't had it is because it has bacon inside of it. For the main, if you are vegetarian, the polenta is amazing. And then I actually always have salmon when I go to the Wake. I really like the salmon. So when I asked my friends who have been to the Wake and sailors and stuff, the recommendation is the filet mignon. That is what everyone raves about, what everyone goes for. So that is what you should do for main. And then also with the Wake, you will order your mains, but then you will be asked what sides you want. So you can get like asparagus, there's potatoes, green beans, like the sides are amazing. So my recommendation to anyone who comes on board is just order all of the sides, because you need to try them. And then for dessert, my favourite dessert personally is the coconut panna cotta. It is out of this world. But I would say the most popular dessert that comes out of the Wake that people have and rave about is the Wake, which is like a chocolate tart, and people just can't get enough of it. I'm gonna have an amazing meal in a beautiful restaurant with an incredible view. So yeah, enjoy that one. Razzle Dazzle. So this restaurant is definitely the most fun on the ship. All of the food offerings are going to be exciting, colourful, unexpected. They have a very like naughty and nice approach, so you can definitely get some more healthy options. However, there's also, you got your burgers, your fried chicken. Like if you just want to really indulge, then Razzle Dazzle is the place to do it. For starter, I always order the mushroom tartare. It is bloody lovely, really great. Every single time I go, I can't get enough of it, and to be honest, I would be quite happy to have that for starter, main and dessert. I've never done that before, but yeah, it's really lovely. And then if you are a meat eater, I would recommend the Crazy Cob salad that comes with chicken. I say salad and everyone's like, I don't want a salad, but trust me, it's just great. So the Crazy Cob salad would definitely be a huge recommendation. And actually I've had that in the past and just asked them to not put chicken in it, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. For main, every time I go, I will either order the Impossible Burger, which is the veggie burger that tastes like meat. You would absolutely not know the difference. So it is a squash ravioli with huckleberry and chestnuts, and it is absolutely divine. But it's really cute. On the menu they have like a naughty section, and in that section you've got the fried chicken, and you've also got the option for a pretzel pork schnitzel, I cannot say that, but from like what people have told me, the schnitzel is amazing, so definitely give that a go if you do like pork. And then for dessert, I'm a big fan of the cookies and milk. So there's a vegan option and a non-vegan option, so you basically get 3 cookies. I think one's chocolate, one's like cranberry and white chocolate, and the other one's pistachio. And then you get a little milk carton. It's really cute. But you can have like cinnamon flavoured milk, you can have Biscoff flavoured milk. Oh my god, and there's another one. But anyway, it's great. And then the other dessert, which is the most indulgent, beautiful, rich, naughty option, is the RAZZLE cake. It is just a chocolate dreamy wondrous heaven. So yeah, if you love chocolate, then the RAZZLE cake is absolutely going to be up your street. I do have the RAZZLE cake sometimes, however, if I have quite a lot in my main, the RAZZLE cake is quite a heavy one, so sometimes I'm like, I just can't do it. But yeah, the RAZZLE cake or the cookies and milk are amazing. And then a little side note for Razzle Dazzle, and the cheesecake is also really great. And then with your main, the cheese tots are lovely. So there's a few sides that you can order, and I would 100% recommend ordering the cheese tots. Just on about the drinks, so Razzle Dazzle offer some really cool cocktails. There's one called the Goldfish, which I don't want to give you any spoilers, but the main alcohol aspect is Johnny Walker Black. So obviously if you like that, then you'll like the Goldfish. If you don't like that, then maybe order something else. And the Grasshopper cocktail, you will find a grasshopper in your cocktail. So I think I got it on a video actually, but me and my friends got a while back to Razzle. This was on Scarlet, and Lauren ordered the grasshopper cocktail and was absolutely horrified to find that there was a bug. There was a grasshopper in her cocktail. So, and obviously you can eat the grasshopper if you wish. Yeah, just so you know, if you find a grasshopper in your cocktail, it's not an accident. Okay, so now moving on to one of my absolute favourites, Pink Agave, which is the Mexican restaurant on board. So this is like elevated Mexican cuisine, and it's amazing. They have an incredible tequila selection, so if you like your tequila, this is the place to be. Also wonderful cocktails, like they have some amazing mixologists in Pink Agave, so if I want an espresso martini, which is my favourite, I'll go to Pink Agave because no one makes it better on board. And the vibe is amazing, like it's got a really cool sexy feel to it, and there's amazing Spanish music playing in the background. So the idea is that you order loads of plates and you all have a little bit off each, so you share effectively. And when you look at the menu, you have small plates, medium plates and large plates. With the small plates, I would just order one of everything because they are all amazing. The esquites, the corn, is to die for. I would actually order 2 of them because if there's 2 of you at this restaurant, you are going to want 1 each. The guacamole, you know, if you like guacamole, you're gonna like this. And the agua chile is just to die for. So yeah, definitely order 1 of each of the small plates. When it comes to the medium plates, the Camarón Amarillo, the shrimps, are the best shrimps that you will find on board. Like, every time I go there, the first thing I think is, oh my god, I'm going to have the shrimps. They're incredible. So, again, order 2 of the shrimps because you're going to want more. They are beautiful. Now, personally, if I go to Pink Agave, I will just have the small plates and I'll have the shrimps, and that will be that'll be me done. But if you are going to order a large plate, which of course you should, because you should try everything while you're there, the grilled striped bass is wonderful. And then also, I'm going to let you in on a little secret here. Pink Agave apparently does the best steak. Yes, I know we have a steak and seafood restaurant. However, apparently, according to sailors, according to crew, according to chefs, according to everybody, Pink Agave does the best steak. So if you are a steak lover, then you will want to get one in Pink Agave. And then when it comes to desserts, I honestly can't remember the Spanish names for the desserts, but the bread pudding is lovely, is great. It's actually one of my favourite desserts on the ship. I would say it even beats the milk and cookies in Razzle Dazzle for me. Like the bread pudding in Pink Agave is just top notch. There is one that's like and when you go to Pink Agave, if you ask the waiter, there's like a chocolate log. It looks like a chocolate log. It's like, it must be like 90% cocoa. It's very, very dark, bitter chocolate. I wasn't a fan. Not many people are a fan. So by all means, if you like your dark chocolate, go for it. You might like it. But the general consensus, it's not the most popular one. I'm really sorry that I can't remember the name, but it is, just ask the waiter. The one that's like the dark chocolate log, stay away from. A test kitchen. So this is innovative, avant-garde cuisine in a lab environment. It is super, super cool. The person that I always think of when I go here is Heston Blumenthal. I know that's not what it was like based on, but you know, he had those cooking programs, if you're from the UK, sorry if you're not, on years ago, when all his food would be like smoking or on fire or really weird combinations, and he was just so innovative in the food that he made. And this is what I think of every time I go there. Like, the combinations are always really bizarre, and you're like, surely this is not going to work. But it does. So this is a set menu. Now obviously there is a meat eaters and a vegetarian option, so don't worry, if you are veggie, you can still go here and try everything. Other than saying you're vegetarian and picking that menu, you don't get a choice. They just bring the courses out to you as you finish them, and you just enjoy, and it is absolutely wonderful. It's a real experience, because there's so much going on in terms of like flavors, and it's such a visual experience as well. You know, the food will be smoking and popping, and it's beautiful, and the presentation is amazing. And also, I think a lot of people go to the test kitchen and they're like, I'm going to be hungry afterwards, because the sizes are small, the portions are small. You won't be. You'll be full, and if you're not, you go to the galley, but most people are full when they come out. And they also do wine pairings and cocktail pairings with each of the courses. I've heard the wine pairings are really good, really strong pairings. The cocktail pairings are great if you like kind of bourbon and whiskey and those darker beverages. I'm not a whiskey fan, so I haven't done the cocktail pairing because I don't think it would be for me. However, the wine pairing is great. Extra Virgin, the Italian restaurant on board. It is just divine. I mean, you can't go wrong with Italian food, can you? It's just wonderful. Recommendations: absolutely get the cheese board with the meats and cheeses. If you don't want the meats, you can ask them to make you a separate cheese board with just the cheese and all the like honeys and mustards and stuff. It's wonderful. Then you're going to have your starter. The ribollata soup it's great. It's really wonderful. And of course you get the bread baskets with the oil and vinegar, which is just like, I mean, God, I could fill up on that and I would be completely satisfied. Now for vegetarians, the gnocchi is probably the best you'll ever have. Like, it is absolutely out of this world. Even my non-vegetarian friends order the gnocchi rather than having something with meat in, because it is so delicious. I personally always order the seafood pasta. It's wonderful, and I have been quite a lot because, you know, I've had the opportunity to, having worked for the company for so long, and I do try and venture out and order different dishes just to see if I like something more, but I keep coming back to the seafood pasta. So if you like seafood, definitely get the seafood pasta because you will not regret it. And then for dessert, I would absolutely recommend the affogato, which is ice cream with coffee and some beautiful little toppings on top. Oh, and it's just wonderful. But extra virgin, out of all the restaurants, it is the one that you will have to waddle out of. Like, it's carbs, it's Italian food, it is absolutely delicious, and I would strongly recommend that you go while you're on board, but you will be stuffed. So maybe go on a night where you haven't got much activity planned for the rest of the evening, because you're gonna be full. And then GUNBAE, which is our Korean barbecue restaurant, and it is the only Korean barbecue restaurant at sea, and it is just absolutely wonderful. It's a very social experience, so if you are a couple that have come on board and you go to GUNBAE, you will be sat at a table with other sailors. So it's a really great way to meet people, so I recommend going to GUNBAE at the start of your voyage, because like I said, it's a really good way to potentially make some new friends on board, which is always nice. You will be grilling the food right there in front of you. Now you can do it, or the chef that looks after you will be able to do it. Before you start grilling anything on the table in front of you, you will have the option to order some small plates, which consist of like some seaweed, some eggplants, some little chopped up potatoes brought out, and they're just divine. I would definitely recommend getting the mixed seafood corn dog. It's beautiful. And there's many other small dishes that you can order. And actually what our server did last time is he was like, do you want to order what you want, or do you want me to just bring what I think you'll like? And we said, just bring what you think, and he did a great job. So you always could do that. Just say, just bring what you think we'll like, and they'll do that. So after you've ordered and eaten your small plates, that is when you will start cooking on board the hot plate. So you will start by frying the vegetables, or cooking the vegetables, then you will do seafood, and then you will do steak and chicken and all of that. If you are vegetarian, fill up on the small plates that you get at the beginning of the meal. So I had a lot more small plates than the people that I went with, because they were going to eat the majority of the seafood and the meat that was cooked, whereas I knew that I was only going to eat the vegetables. So fill up on the small plates initially. However, if you do eat meat and all seafood, then save some room, because you've got a lot more to come. And then for dessert, they do rice milk ice cream, which is better than it sounds. It is absolutely delicious. And is it better than the bread pudding at Pink Agave? Oh, possibly, possibly. Amazing. GUNBAE is definitely a really cool experience and something I would highly recommend. So those are all of the main eateries that we have on board. We do have a few more, but we'll just stick to these. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I really hope it helps you out when you come aboard, and you order the right things so you have a really good experience at these restaurants. But if you do have any questions about the restaurants or about the food or what to order, then please leave them down in the comments and I will try and answer them for you. And yeah, I hope you have a great evening, whatever you choose to do, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, thanks for watching.